Sometimes the hardest part about decorating cookies is getting the consistency exactly right. So I'm going to show you some fun cookies to make where you don't have to worry about, how many seconds your flood is and if it's the exact right consistency. As long as you make it nice and thick and you put lots of powdered sugar in it, you'll be just great. So here I'm going to take just some brown icing that I have, and this is just thicker icing. You can see it doesn't melt back together, and we're just going to do a few lines across. Then I'm going to take my green icing here, and I have a star tip, and I'm just holding my tip perpendicular, so straight up and down to my cookie, and holding it in the same spot while I put pressure. And that's it. Just repeating motions here, putting a little bit of pressure, squeezing the bag, and holding it. When I'm done, I let go of the pressure and pull off. And I'm just putting them nice and close so I don't have any gaps in between where I'm piping and kind of the line before that I've piped. And the key to make these types of designs is make sure that your icing is super thick. You see my icing is holding its shape, it's not melting back together. So if your icing in your bowl is coming back together and melting, and it kind of all the lines go away, that's not what you want. You want to make sure that when you stir it up, that the lines stay in the icing, and there you're good to go. If it's too loose, you add a few teaspoons of powdered sugar and you stir it in, and you should be good to go. So right after I pipe all of this, I'm going to go ahead and add my sprinkles, and I want to make sure that I do it right away because thicker icing tends to dry a lot quicker than looser icing. So you want to make sure that those sprinkles get nicely pushed into the icing so when it dries that they're stuck in there and they don't fall off. And it's a nice, festive, cute Christmas tree. Now for another design with using the same icing that we have. So we can do again the stem of the tree. This way I'm going up and down. And here I'm just doing a different technique. So this is the exact same tip that I'm using. And all I'm doing is pull halfway down and then all dragging it up. So I'm starting kind of a little bit above where I want to go, going down and then right above on top of my icing. So it's kind of a down up motion. And you just keep going towards the top. You want to make sure you start near the bottom and then you go into the top. And you want to make sure you finish the top one right in the middle nicely. This is one of my favorite trees for Christmas. And again, I'm putting some sprinkles here while the icing is still wet. It'll dry pretty quick. It'll crust over so they won't stick. And then I'm taking some white thick icing, so these are all the same consistencies here, and I'm just adding some squiggles to add a fresh snow kind of look on my tree. You can put as much or as little as you want. Not only is it super fast and easy to make, but it looks amazing for Christmas. So tell me which one you like more in the comments, and we'll see you in the next tutorial. Thanks for watching. Happy baking!